I'm here at the Connect Americas Summit 2012 in Panama City with Miguel Raimilla, who is Executive Director of Telecentreorg. Miguel, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to start off by asking you about the Connect Americas Summit and why you think it's important for the region.
Well, I believe the digital divide concept of situation is still a work in progress, and that is especially true in Latin America, where we see a lot of investment continue to go to the main cities and the main metropolitan areas, but the vast majority of the population remain in rural areas, and that's where these kind of collaborations and events help different stakeholders to understand there's much more to do, especially in rural areas. And I think it's also an opportunity for different stakeholders to get a better understanding of what different organizations are doing, and especially the groups that I represent, the civil society organizations. So we try to bring to the table the issues, the priorities, and needs of our community. So an ITU and Connect Americas so far is doing a great job to facilitate that encounter of different stakeholders.
Tell me a little bit about Telecentreorg and what you do.
Well, Telecentreorg is an independent foundation that is based in the Philippines. It started off as a project, a joint project between Microsoft and the IDRC in Canada. The idea was to sort of support and promote the work done by this public access computer. So if you're familiar with a concept of a cyber cafe, it's like a cyber cafe, but with a social mission. It's socially oriented. So the foundation is an umbrella organization that supports the work of multiple organizations that are either running or promoting the work of telecenters, especially at the grassroots level. So part of the work that we do goes towards facilitate the knowledge exchange between all these different practitioners, and also connect them with different potential sources of funding and new partnership. And that's part of the reason because I'm in events like this, always on the look for new opportunities for funding, strategic partnerships, but also to show the rest of the world telecenters remain really relevant, and oftentimes these locations are the only window for many, many people to all the opportunities the ICT offer to the rest of the planet.
And you're making an announcement here at the Connect America Summit. Perhaps you'd like to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, a little bit. So we're going to save the big piece of the cake for the announcement. But basically, we're trying with ITU, we're very excited that we are able to bring together multiple stakeholders from the private sector, government, and the civil society around what we call Telecenter 2.0, which is a new generation of this public access computing. We're moving now from basic access to digital service and digital literacy to create centers of innovation, where the community will have an opportunity to develop their own expressions of community development, and hopefully also improve the opportunities, especially for the young people and women, to have access to new job opportunities.
And are you optimistic for the future in terms of communications for this region and the rest of the globe?
Yes and no. I think I'm optimistic in terms of I see and I work with so many wonderful people that are really looking to change the world in a good way. But I think we still need to bring the policymakers and the private sector to support the good ideas and just not only invest in things for the general consumers. I think the best ideas today are coming out from the grassroots level, from these interactions that are organically happening and taking place between government and nonprofit organizations, sometimes private sector. So we need to highlight those expressions of development. So if we do that in a much better and efficient way and in a global way, I think the future is going to be much brighter for everybody.
Miguel Raimilla, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.